Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new kind of special episode, one-off. I don't know what you want to call it. But I kind of want to just take a moment to recognize the first year of kind of this channel being pretty consistent. Started consistently, I would say, in like early March. And this will upload the same day the next year, right? So I'll set it up. I forget the exact date, but regardless, I just wanted to kind of reflect back on the year and how it went. I want to just kind of chill out, play some Power World in the background. Not anything to do with the video, really. It's just been an addiction of mine, and I want to just have something going on in the background at the same time. So, um, yeah, with that being said, it's been over a year. Started with Splatoon, with Jen, and that was really fun. I'll have some thumbnails go across the screen here, and yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, starting that channel, like officially, like doing it, sort of like eventually 3 episodes a day, or 3 videos a day, and then eventually into 5 videos a day, as I have been doing. It's been really fun and satisfying. I feel like I've learned so much over the period of a year, and let me just emphasize to say I'm not stopping anytime soon. It sounds like when I say I learned so much, like it's sort of like this reminiscent, like this is it. No, it's not at all. Again, I'm having so much fun. I'm learning so many new techniques in terms of like how to edit videos, and using Photoshop has been fantastic. Understanding that program a bit more, being more comfortable speaking as well is something that I wanted to get better at, if you will. And yeah, I think it's been a really awesome experience, and I can't wait to keep going at it. I don't really expect much to come of it. I don't think that makes any sense. I don't really grind hard enough to do it. Again, I make some videos that they're not like high, like low quality, but also like they kind of are, right? I mean, compared to like what other people are making nowadays, where it's like these insanely, highly edited, highly produced things. I'm definitely paling in comparison. And I'm not trying to compare to people who are making those sort of videos, right? Like, there's just no reason for me to, because the other day I don't see myself being like, oh, this is gonna be my job X amount of years from now, right? Like, I don't see that ever happening. I don't even think I would like that, to be honest. I just like to make videos and explore new skills and um, improve myself along the way, right? So that's sort of where my head's at, and that's sort of where my goals are as well, if that makes sense. Um, and it's been great. It's been really great for that. I feel like I've learned so much, and I continue to learn things and improve my skills and brush up on all my creativity, uh, and come up with some really awesome video ideas as well. So, for those who are unaware, within the span of this year, there's been some really exciting stuff going on. So first off, the Shy Guy Brigade channel launched. I believe in December. We've been sitting on videos for a little bit, but in December it launched, and that's going 2 videos a week, which has been fantastic. So basically, I mean, 7 videos a week, more or less, from me. Obviously, with Jen Spins, of course, playing a major role in a lot of the videos on the Checkout Brigade. We both edit one a week, so split the duties there, and that's been going really well. The video ideas have been so great. As of this recording, we are now on I believe, a Cassette Beast playthrough. I might have to cut that out, depending on if it's not out by the time the anniversary is, but I believe it is. So we are on the Cassette Beast playthrough. We did season 1 of Animal Crossing Sir Villager, which, if you haven't watched that, again, thumbnails on the screen, it is fantastic. A fun little competitive series between me and Jen, where we just kind of go head to head in different games, and we risk our villagers in the process in our Animal Crossing towns. So every week we had a villager get voted out of the village, and until somebody gets 6 wins, and then whoever gets 6 wins wins this honor, I guess. Honor. There's not really a prize for it. It's just an honor, but that'll be continuing for season 2. Hopefully sometime this year. I would imagine this year. I feel very confident with that. But that's been an absolute blast to do. In terms of some really creative content, I really love the collaborative stuff I've been doing with Jen. It's been great. The Chicago Brigade stuff's already fantastic, as I mentioned, but also like the Hades Bingo series. and some of the Splatoon bingos that we've done. Those are some of my favorite videos. They're just so fun, so competitive, and in a fun way, of course. Like I'm such a competitive person, but like only if it's a good spirit, right? I think there's a lot of people nowadays where it comes to competitive gaming and things like that, where they're just like absolute toxic animals. I mean, to put it lightly, if you will. But in all seriousness, there's a lot of people that are just like awful when it comes to competitive gaming and just lash out at people. And it's like, that's not what it means to be competitive. What it means to be competitive is you play a game to win or you play something to win, but you be a good sport about it once it's over, right? That's my take anyway. And maybe that's not the popular take anymore, but um, there's a difference between having passion for something and lashing out, right? I think that there's such a huge difference there. I feel like the definition's been broadened. So, needless to say, the competitive, cooperative, whatever you want to call it, those videos have been fantastic. But also, I have been loving some of the single player playthroughs. My favorite one is hands down Board of Bread. I really did put a lot of time into sort of editing that. A lot more time at least than I would for previous. I'm not saying I went like above and beyond to make this like massive video or anything. No means did I do that, but I think that playthrough is really fun. That game is fantastic. Again, and I want to play more games like that, where I have just such a huge passion for what the game is about, what it's trying to do, and yeah, I really am a huge fan of that series. It's probably my favorite one on the channel. And I also I love my roguelike series too. Like my roguelike stuff is really fun. I like just kind of having this one-off, like really casual style roguelike series, right? And that's been fantastic to put my head to. And yeah, I mean, there's just been so much really awesome things, really cool stuff going on the channel, in my opinion. And I'm just so pumped to continue to see evolve, right? This is still cooking, so I gotta wait there. But yeah. So that's been fantastic. I think overall, I think the biggest lessons for the channel is like continue to evolve on sort of some of the stuff that I'm making. I think there's a lot of good videos that I've made, but I think there's also a lot of stinkers out there. Like for example, the Blacktail series. I really wasn't liking the direction it was going. I think it was way too over reliant on the game itself, and I kind of wanted it to be a bit more even, where it's like between my sort of commentary and the game itself. I think that's sort of the best blend that there is. And so I want to make more stuff like that, of course, and avoid some of the Blacktail issues where it was just like, hey, I'm just kind of exploring this game, and that's about it. And I don't really add any extra content to it because that's just A, not fair to the developer, but B, also I want to make sure that I'm playing games that I have like a true vested interest in. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate and love. And I did love Blacktail. I think I should have ended it probably like a couple of episodes sooner. It probably should have just been like a one-off, to be honest. But it was fun. It was a fun game, and it's a good game. It's just again, it's not for me. I think I described that in my one video, with that series specifically, and I'm mentioning that one because it's more like fresh in the head, right? Because I made that like I literally made the last video actually today, this morning. So that was a lesson learned though, for sure. And then another lesson is I think just actually editing, right? So I actually found a feature in Resolve, which I use DaVinci Resolve, for those who are unaware, is a free, I repeat that, a free video editing software. So if you are like, oh, I can't edit videos because I don't have Sony Vegas, I don't have Final Cut Pro, I think that's the other one, Adobe Premiere, maybe, one of those other, either way, I can't edit videos, I can't make videos. No, don't make that your excuse. Not an excuse, but don't let that fool you. There's tons of solutions out there, DaVinci Resolve being one of them. It's an absolutely fantastic, very potent editing platform, in my opinion. It's very, very strong. There's a lot of good work, so definitely give it a look if you're curious about starting videos, and definitely give that platform a go if you're hesitant with the cost and everything, because it's really good. It's a really good platform. Don't mind me, I'm going to actually kill these guys because I need some oil. So don't mind me. But yeah, no. And then I really like the rant style videos. I like the Animal Crossing one that kind of set up Shy Guy Brigade, the Pal World rant, speaking of Pal World. Those videos I love making. I just love kind of sharing my opinion on what's going on in the gaming sphere. Mind you, I'm not going to share my opinion on anything else. This is purely going to stay gaming, at least for the foreseeable future, just because I don't want to get into like any. I don't want to get anything else on the internet, to be honest. Video games are a very harmless outlet for me, and I don't think I'll be getting in any trouble with that. But in all seriousness, I think it's just I don't want that to become this. You know what I mean? This to be a safe space where people can just enjoy games and have a good time, and if it gets a little heated about a certain game, it gets a little heated about a certain game, and that's it, right? Um, and so those videos are really fun. I plan on doing some more of those as I get more opinions that come up, especially like the two videos I did for Master Detective Archives and Raincode, which might be my game of 2023, if not Born of Bread, if not Baldur's Gate. One of those three I'm kind of between. All three of those games are fantastic. I'd probably give the edge to MDA, Master Detective Archives, I think of three. Born of Bread being fantastic, of course, but I think it gets edged out a little bit by just the story that was told and all the twists and plot twists with MSA, or MDA, sorry. Say like it's a master service agreement. That's funny. No. But yeah, no, those videos are really fun. I really like the rant style videos. I need to also add those to the playlist of the like rant style videos. And more specifically though, I really love the roguelike videos. I plan on doing a lot more roguelike content. I really appreciate. I love the genre. It's a very casual watch, which is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Is just some very casual watches that you can just kind of tune into and just have a good time. Just sort of listening in, even like something that you can like listen to like on your way to work or something like that. You know what I mean? That's kind of the goal. So videos like this one, even where it's just like this super casual, like relaxed sort of vibe. Where do I cook these? I cook these here. Right? Yes. These are both cooking. Oh no, this one's not. Okay. Nice. Okay. But yeah, no, these videos have been really fun to make. It's been a really awesome journey for me to kind of learn more about what goes on in the world. In terms of shorts, I'm not going to do any more. I mean, I might again. So what? Basically, for those who are unaware, I'm okay admitting this, and if there are issues with it, let me know. Although I don't think there should be, but maybe there should. Maybe there are. I don't know. I would use an AI program for my shorts. So basically, it would pull a number of. I would basically upload a video that I had, right? And then this AI program would basically decipher what were the best sort of clips to use in that video. It's not meant for gaming. It's meant for I don't have any oil. Okay, that's why I was saying it. So I gotta focus on this chesting real quick here. It's a big problem in this game is you gotta sort through all these chests. There's so many different items to grab. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Shorts. Right. So basically for my shorts content, what I would do is I would actually use an AI program. And I'm okay admitting this. I think a lot of people are doing it, probably more than me. But again, for me, it's like I would not be making these shorts without this AI program. I have no passion for shorts really. The only shorts I believe I did without the AI program were the Xenoblade shorts. I think I did those manually, and they weren't terrible to edit, all things considered. But they definitely were just a lot more time consuming than having this AI program sort of decipher like what these clips are that make the most sense, right? So I did that for a while, and that was pretty good. I still edit them to an extent, but more so within the actual program, not necessarily me myself editing them. So in like a DaVinci Resolve, for example. So again, needless to say, shorts. I didn't love the quality of those shorts. I mostly did it for views, more than anything, just awareness for the channel. So I think there's a lot of fun content in the channel I want people to get exposed to, and I think that's okay. I think that's okay to admit. I don't know. Maybe that's not in this culture, but I don't know. I'm just being honest with you guys. That's where my head was at. But I don't know. I don't want to make that stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like unless it's like an actual short that I'm making and that I feel like it merits the time. And I feel like 5 uploads a day is just enough for me at the moment, to where like I'm happy with the videos and how they're turning out, and I don't want to like jeopardize sort of what I have going on there. So shorts have been kind of on the downturn. I'm not gonna do anything live. Just have no interest. I told myself a long time ago I just would not. Power of editing is very strong, and I don't want to go live at any point. Most of my videos are already pretty live style anyway, so it's like I don't really think you'd be missing much or gaining much from that experience, but maybe I'm wrong, and let me know if you think so. But either way, I just don't really have a passion for that type of content making. I just don't. So I really have no intention of doing that anytime soon. Uh, what else am I missing here? I think that's mostly everything. I think just again like learning from these experiences and from this whole year in recap and sort of how things have grown. I mean, I'm at I think 35 subs, which is insane considering this channel is like practically like only a year old. I mean, realistically, right? I think a lot of those were from multiverses actually before I kind of went like full time with this, but and I say full time. I didn't. I'm not going full time. I have a full time job outside of this, which is where most of my time goes. But I guess part time, full time. I don't know what you want to call this weird mixture of things, but that's where I'm at, right? Um, and I'm so happy with kind of how it's grown and how it continues to grow, and I'm so excited to keep doing fun stuff. So Check Out Brigade is sort of where my big creative outlet is, where I do a little bit more editing, not a lot more editing, mind you. I still like that old school, kind of light edit style compared to like the more like TikTokery style, if you will, of nowadays, where it's all these fancy zooms and all these crazy things, and it's like I like those subtly, but I don't like them like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? That's just not my style of content. I feel like that leans towards like a much younger audience, and I'm not aiming for that. I'm aiming for more like like late teens, like early 20s type of vibe. Again, just chill vibes, having a good time, and appreciating gaming in the adult world, if you will. And mind you, if you're a kid and you're watching this, that's fine too. Like you can still find enjoyment from those videos for sure. I don't see why you wouldn't. But yeah, again, just so you know, like that. Unfortunately, you're not like the target audience for me. So again, if you're looking for like a more TikToker style editing, eventually, that's a little bit more thing. And I don't think you're here for that. But then again, I feel like if you're listening to this and you're a kid, you probably already don't imagine that. You know what I mean? Like you probably already know you don't like that vibe. So okay, just a heads up, and just sort of a reminder that that's not what this channel is. And it's not what it's going to become at any point. Not saying again I won't do shorts again, but it's just shorts are sort of like a do them as they come by. Do them as the moments come. I think more so on Checkout Brigade it'll happen than on here. But I gotta also like do some research on like what would make a good short for some of the Sir Villager content. Because I feel like that was the biggest flaw of season one. And if you haven't watched season one, by the way, it's hands down my proudest editing work. It's the proudest videos I've ever made. I think all of them are fantastic, and I think it's a great series. You should definitely check it out. Again, there'll be a link at the bottom for Check Out Brigade if you're not subscribed to that. Me and Jen Spins are having a fantastic time. Potentially other people down the road as well, but for now it's just me and Jen. We're having a great time with that channel. It's been fantastic, and we really love doing our thing on it. And we have a full Wonder playthrough as well. So I think I'm just promoting that channel the whole time. And this channel's not gonna get abandoned anytime soon. Again, this is a great like outlet for me to continue to practice my skills and hone these crafts and whatnot. And is a great like way to feel like these short like productive wins, which is also really important for me because I'm somebody who, as a writer, loves to sort of have those productive wins, be it from like publications or from actually publishing like specific works, you know. So always having those small productive wins, but those can obviously take a lot longer. Like this is a nice little like in between for me to kind of get a new win, you know, and that feels good to me. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. But yeah, no, I mean, I think again, this year in review has been it's been fantastic. I really have enjoyed this process and kind of learning as I go. Again, Born of Bread I think is hands down my favorite series, and I wish I could say it was the most recent Blacktail series, but again, I didn't love that series that much. But the second most recent being Born of Bread, I love the thumbnails. I love that game. I love the commentary I had. I feel like it was adding something to the experience, and that's what I want to aim for moving forward. Um, I think in between this video and next series, I'm doing Overwatch master courses. I'm not against the videos. I don't think they're bad, but I think moving forward from that step, there's gonna be a lot more roguelike content. I think Phantom Abyss is something on my mind. I think that game fully released not too long ago, at least for me recording this video, and I think that game's gonna be fantastic. And I've already played it in early access a fair bit, not enough to like say I'm good at it, but um, enough to where I can at least say I've done good work with it. Let me go here. But yeah, no, I mean that game is fantastic. From what I played so far, it's very Indiana Jonesy. I've not actually played the official 1.0 yet. I played it a lot again in early access, but I'm very excited for Phantom Abyss. It'll be very fun. Um, I love my Voidigo content, for example, like the roguelike stuff again I mentioned. I love Voidigo. That game I want to get back into. I want to get back into the Xenoblade Chronicles playthrough. So for those who are unaware, um, I kind of I feel like that was my first like big playthrough that I started, and I never actually finished it. I did get close. Again, if you know Xenoblade, you know why I did get close to finishing it. But I will be getting back into that at some point, hopefully in 2024. So if you are looking forward to that, hopefully that at least makes you a little bit happier. Uh, I'm not saying you're upset, but it just, hopefully that's good news, right? Because I'm very excited to get back into that game. I actually really did love it. I was getting into it, and then the biggest roadblock was for me was I wanted to get overall. I would say there's a lot of stuff that I want to get back to, and again, that's why I made that Blacktail video on Saturday, where I'm like, this series is over. I'm not gonna play this again. Xenoblade is still in my mind. It's still gonna be something that I want to love and care for, because I now the biggest obstacle. I think that's what I was getting. My brain goes 1,000 miles a minute. The biggest obstacle for me was not being able to edit those quick enough to get 3 uploads a week. But now, as you can see, I'm at 5 uploads a week, and I feel very confident that I can get those edits done. Um, I've developed a lot more efficiency with the system I use than I in the past. I don't really care for that egg. It's a good one. And with those efficiencies, I feel like I'm able to create those videos at a much quicker pace. The editing style again is not going to be insane, but it's gonna be stuff where I add some more to it. Again, I love the vibe that that game gives, where it's just like you're like watching a movie with friends, right? Like that's kind of the vibe I get with it. Obviously, again, it's through a YouTube video, so it's not with friends, but like it's the same sort of vibe, right? And so that aesthetic is what I really am hankering for again. So Xenoblade will be coming back at some point, hopefully sooner than later. I'd probably assume like Q2 of 24. So April to June sometime. That series might come back, but I think for now again, Phantom Abyss, and then is it called Phantom Abyss? I'm trying to think if it is. I think it is. If it's not, you'll see the name in the next video. That series is going up. And then I don't know where I'm going from there. Might be Xenoblade right after. We'll see. I got so many games about Xenoblade I gotta look through. More Critadel probably, because I did like that game and I want to play more of it. But again, more roguelikes to come. I do the roguelikes Anonymous playlist, which I'm really excited to continue to build out with new and exciting roguelikes. Over Dungeon, for example, was a really fun series for me. Again, these developers made Over Dungeon, which is kind of crazy. Just thinking about like how much they've blown up in this year, from then to now, it's kind of wild that I feel like I was kind of a part of it. I mean, obviously, like I wasn't a part of why that happened to them. You know what I mean? But like just like having that like experience, I can also tie back to this game. It's just awesome, and I want to have more of those experiences with some of these indie games and kind of seeing where these developers grow. So, very excited to continue that trajectory. Right? Not saying I'm gonna find the next big Pal World dev, but I mean, also kinda right. But yeah, so that's the plans for the new year. It's been a great first year. I can't believe I got was it like 30 subs in 1 year? That feels insane. 35 subs in a year. I can't believe that. Like just that growth feels insane to me, especially with how YouTube is nowadays, where there's just so many different people making so much different content out there for people to watch and enjoy. It's like I'm glad that there are people who think that this channel is worth their rotation, right? And I do believe that it could be. I think there's some content that is really great out there. Again, the Born of Bread series, I am so proud of to be able to put in my channel. Just insanely proud of that series and how it turned out. But also like it's just so much else going on. So I keep both. There's so much there's so much more excitement to come. I feel and like so much growth for me to do. Both in my editing style because now I'm actually editing to an extent all my videos. Before I would just kind of upload. I think Cormon started that trend where I started editing more of my videos and just actually giving some time to them rather than just posting them 5 days a week, not even editing one bit. I still have those moments where I just don't edit the video at like much. Like I think the Overwatch Mastery stuff is a little bit unedited to an extent. Um, and that limited editing style is still gonna be my style just because it's the most realistic one for me. to keep the upload schedule up, but B, more importantly is I prefer that vibe, right? I would always, I think some of my favorite YouTubers are like Chilled Chaos, I think I used to watch a lot of Rage Gaming videos, which is again very roguelike-y, very long form, low edits. When I was younger, now I kind of don't really watch them anymore because they do a lot of Monster Hunter. And I just don't really care about Monster Hunter. But point stands, like that's the videos I grew up watching, and I still watch to an extent today. Um, and so I kind of want to reflect that in what content I make, just so that when eventually those people do retire or what have you, like there's still somebody to hold the fort down. I'm not saying I can compare to them in any means. That's just not what I plan on doing. It's just I like to make some content for people that kind of listen to in the background, or they're having a rough day and they just want to have something to listen to. So, um, yeah, that's kind of it, I would say. I think I probably said it like 5 times now, but genuinely, I do think that's it. So thank you again for listening to my rants. I just wanted to kind of give a good year in review video. I'll probably do these once a year. I think these are fun. I like just kind of having these fun opinionated videos where I can just kind of talk and, not have to worry about anything going on in the game and just kind of have a good time with that. So if you like it, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Somehow, if you've watched the end of this video and haven't subscribed, honestly, I don't blame you. No, I'm kidding. Why not? Give it a go. Again, I think this channel's got a lot to grow. Got a lot of movement to go. Again, I don't ever see myself doing this full time or anything like that. It's just not something I could see myself doing, and not something I really aspire to. But with that being said, I do want to at least see it grow and at least have a community and like just kind of see how far this journey goes. And if farness is like 2 extra meters, that's fine with me. I think that's how you gotta treat doing YouTube stuff. You can't aim for this. You can aim for the stars, but also make sure you have landing spots that feel comfortable, right? Don't just assume that everything's gonna work out for you in the system, because in reality it almost certainly won't, right? Probability wise, it's probably like a 99.9% chance that it just won't work out or won't be at the level that you want it to be at, right? So just have a good time doing it, refine your skills a bit more, and keep learning, and always have something to fall back on. And I feel like I have all those things, and I'm very happy that I do have those things. And this is not my main passion, but it is still a really fun passion to have, and I can't wait for another year to go by and me get older, which is also frightening, but a little less so nowadays, kind of as I kind of accept that fact a bit more. But yeah, in all seriousness, again, I'm ranting like a crazy person, but that's just kind of what I do. It's kind of my vibe. I talk nonstop, and that's just what I do, man. I don't know. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, thank you again for watching. Thank you for a great year, and I can't wait to continue to hopefully entertain you guys down the line. So, peace out.